Training lesson covers the second part of the Visual App Builder SDK. This is the DLL, the C++ DLL that allows you to extend the runtime, the PC runtime called rsworkstation.exe is the actual executable. Within this project we actually create a DLL called RSW for RS Workstation, EXT for extension. And by copying this DLL into the System32 folder on the machine that's going to actually run the Visual App Builder project, we're able to take those custom calculate methods and those custom objects and their methods and actually do the implementation portion of them. So if you have not watched part one of the lesson on the SDK, please do so at this time, because this builds upon that training lesson. The first thing you need to examine in the RSW-EXT C++ file is the procedure called doCalc operation. And 3 character strings are passed into this operation that are specified in those 3 drop-down boxes within Visual App Builder. And those basically this is just a switch for, and the number of case statements that you have in the switch depends upon how many custom calculate methods you added in the VAB extension DLL. You need to match those up. And then the switch just basically kicks off the procedure, and this is entirely up to the programmer what will actually occur. These 2 examples are very simple. They simply copy the text from one of the character strings to another of the character strings. Nothing fancy here. We just want to show you the structure of the DLL. The other mandatory portion of this is this function called doScreen100. And as you recall, in our Visual App Builder extension, we created a custom object, a new object called Screen100. So this is the actual implementation for it. And about all this does, it uses one of the helper functions that comes with the project called getFieldValue with field number, and we pass in the field number of 0. This structure is basically the parameters that are associated with your new object. Every object has a different set of parameters, and they basically match up with the types of controls that are available for editing within Visual App Builder for that particular type of object. So this is where we capture the information, is into these screen parameters. It's part of the files that are included in the Visual App Builder project that are saved with the Visual App Builder project. And so this is a very simple implementation as well. We just again want to show you the structure of how this works, because all we're doing is taking the value at runtime out of the field that's selected in the combo box, and if the value in there is a 1, we're simply writing the text ONE back into that field so that that would be displayed. And in the third part of this training lesson, we'll actually do the Visual App Builder project and show you what the runtime looks like, so that you can see how all of this plays out when you're actually creating your Visual App Builder project. So this is the basic structure. All we really need to do now is to build this DLL, and then to copy the DLL from our Retriever Software folder into the System32 folder. So now that we're done compiling and linking, we'll go into Retriever Software folder, the RSW-EXT, and the release. Copy this new DLL into our System32 folder. And now when our Visual App Builder runtime for the PC starts up, again that's rsworkstation.exe, it will look in the System32 folder for this specific DLL, for a DLL with this specific name, so you cannot change the name of this. The current implementation only supports the one DLL. You can put as many methods, calculate methods, and new objects in this DLL as you desire. Future releases will support multiple DLLs.